All right, buckle up. This one's not a pretty picture, not wrapped in neat little bows or filled with sugar-coated optimism. This is about a team that keeps finding ways to lose games they should have buried by halftime. The Miami Dolphins have now dropped their fourth heartbreak of the season, another gut punch in a growing collection of them. This time, it ended 29-27 against the Los Angeles Chargers, another late collapse, another Sunday night spent wondering how everything keeps slipping through the cracks. And when Tua Tagovailoa stood there after the final whistle, eyes tired, voice quieter than usual, you could feel something different in his tone. Not anger, not blame, just a mix of exhaustion and frustration that's been simmering too long. The kind of weight that doesn't just sit on your shoulders, it seeps in, reshaping how you carry yourself. When he was asked what needs to change, what teammates can do to pull this ship back on course, he didn't dodge. He didn't smile it away. "I think it starts with leadership," he said, pausing just long enough for the silence to sting, helping articulate that to the players. And then, what do we expect from them? Are we getting that? Are we not? We've got guys showing up late to player-only meetings. Some not showing up at all. There's a lot going on with that. Do we make those mandatory? Do we not? A lot of little things we've got to clean up, and it starts there. There it was. The line that tells you everything you need to know about where this team stands. It's not just about missed tackles or drop passes. It's about discipline, focus, respect, the invisible details that hold a locker room together. And right now, the Dolphins don't seem to have that glue. ESPN later reported what many inside the building already knew, but didn't want to say out loud. Players have been slipping, arriving late, skipping team sessions, ignoring structure. Tyreek Hill, sidelined with injury, has apparently missed multiple player-led meetings. Jalen Ramsey, no longer even wearing aqua and orange, was also named in those whispers. It's not chaos, not yet, but it's something close. A sense that the standards are fading, and everyone's too tired or too unsure to pull them back up. Tua's words weren't an outburst. They were a mirror, a reflection of a team searching for its pulse. You could hear the weight of leadership in every sentence, the struggle between accountability and frustration. "We talk about fixing it," he said. "We talk about organizing ourselves collectively. What are the problems? Are they being fixed? If not, why not? If they are, why do they keep happening again?" Questions that sound more like confessions. And it's not just words. Tua owned his part. He didn't hide behind stats or excuses. He went 21 of 32 for 205 yards, threw one touchdown, and 3 picks that hurt, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rhythm of the game. One interception came when Miami had momentum, driving deep into Chargers territory. Another came when all they needed was a field goal to take control. Each one carved a little more doubt into a night already full of it. He knew it. You could see it in how he said it. "I contributed a lot to this with those 3 turnovers. You can't do that and expect to win games." The words cut clean. Because he's right, and everyone in that locker room knows it. It's not like Miami's losing because they're outmatched. That's what stings the most. They have talent that could rival any team in the AFC. But talent doesn't mean a thing when the edges start to fray, when guys don't show up on time, when meetings start to feel optional, when leadership starts to sound like background noise. You can sense the cracks widening. It's in the way players walk off the field, heads down, avoiding eye contact. It's in the silence that fills post-game interviews, in the half-smiles that try to hide frustration. Something's off. And yet, even in that fog, there's still that flicker of fight. The team isn't gone, not yet. They've got a shot next week against Cleveland, another 1-5 team, another desperate opponent clawing for something to believe in. But that kind of game doesn't fix you. It only tests whether you're still capable of fighting back. Maybe that's what Tua's trying to reach. Maybe he's tired of being the calm voice after every storm. Maybe he wants the walls to shake a little, for someone else in that locker room to feel what he's feeling. That urgency. That quiet anger that says this can't be who we are. But can they turn it around? That's the question hanging over everything. Because this isn't just a slow start. It's a pattern. For losses, all in the final minutes. For games where the Dolphins had the chance to finish, to prove something, and somehow didn't. Each week, it's the same movie: a few missed blocks, a defensive lapse, a penalty at the worst possible time. And now, after all that, the accountability is starting to leak into the open. The locker room that once danced to Tyreek's beats is quieter. The jokes are fewer. The energy that once defined them has turned into something heavier, like everyone's waiting for someone else to fix it. But maybe that's what Tua meant when he talked about leadership. Maybe the problem isn't who's missing from meetings or who's hurt. It's that no one's setting the tone loud enough for everyone to feel it. Leadership isn't just about speeches or post-game quotes. It's in the details, the invisible effort. The guy who's early to meetings. The one who picks up a teammate's helmet when it drops. The one who doesn't let a bad practice end without saying something. Right now, Miami feels like a team where everyone's waiting for that spark. And while Tua carries the microphone, you get the sense he's daring anyone, to grab it next. There's also something quietly brave about him standing there, saying what others might not. Because when a quarterback speaks like that, he's risking more than just headlines. He's risking relationships. But that's what leaders do when they're done pretending everything's fine. Now, the Browns' game looms like a mirror. Another chance, or another test they might fail if they don't wake up. How many times can you fall short before the words stop mattering? How many times can you say, "We'll fix it," before nobody believes it anymore? The truth is, the Dolphins are running out of chances to prove they're more than potential. Potential doesn't win games. Potential doesn't stop a clock in the fourth quarter or hold onto the football when the pressure spikes. You can almost feel the walls closing in a bit. Not panic, but that quiet realization that this season could slip away faster than anyone expected. Tua knows it. The coaches know it. The fans definitely know it. Every Sunday, the story feels familiar. Flashes of brilliance, bursts of speed, moments that make you think there it is. And then gone. A penalty. A turnover. A blown coverage. A sigh. Maybe that's the cruel part. This team is good enough to compete with anyone, but too inconsistent to finish. And yet, in a strange way, maybe that's what makes this moment so raw. Because when you care, when you've seen what this team can do, it hurts deeper when it slips away. So maybe this isn't just about late meetings or missed passes. Maybe it's about something more fragile: belief. The kind that fades when you start to doubt the guy next to you, when trust starts to thin. Can they pull it back together? Can leadership, real leadership, be rebuilt mid-season? The answers don't come easy. They never do. But one thing feels clear: Tua isn't just asking questions. He's sending a message. That enough is enough. That the details matter again. That showing up, really showing up, is the first step back. The rest? That's on everyone in that room. Because talent might win highlights, but habits win seasons. And right now, the Dolphins are stuck somewhere in between. Somewhere between what they could be and what they keep proving they are. And if that doesn't sting, it should.